Not too long ago, we did a video taking a look at some arcade sticks that could play NES cartridges and Sega Genesis cartridges and could be a standalone console or be used to modify an Arcade1UP machine. Today, we're back with one more of those kind of devices, but this one's for the Nintendo Switch. I don't have this fully put together at the moment. We'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to show you the box. This is how these things ship in this big box from IntecGaming. Switch fighting stick for Arcade1UP cabinet. These are currently sold on Amazon at the moment. The other ones, I think they haven't decided to sell them yet, but these ones for sure are available now. So essentially what you do is either use this the way I'm using it, have it plugged into a Nintendo Switch, and you got two, controls, two sides here, two players, if you will. Or you modify an Arcade1UP machine to be able to use your Nintendo Switch on it. And if you do that, it does come with this box that you replace on your Arcade1UP and just link it all up. So let me show you this before we get everything situated. I did tear this down. I'll show you the inside in a moment. But here we go. On the bottom, we have two USBs that plug into the Switch. Here's the little spot. If you could, come on now. There's the spot to link it up to the box for the Arcade1UP. Now, on this one, we do have this acrylic top panel. I have not peeled off the protective film yet. There's some on both sides. Get that out of here. See, it's looking kind of funky, but once we, oh crap. Once we remove that, it should be good. Get that peeled off. And then as you see, like, it has a Rampage overlay. I don't really like the way that looks, but there we go. Now it's crystal clear and we can get everything, the dust covers and the actual balls on there. Right? But it also comes with this pack here with, oh, it does come with, I was wondering, because I was like, man, I had to print out the list of what the buttons were. I mean, I know the Nintendo layout, but was still kind of confused on the top buttons. But it does come with some stickers to mark the buttons if you so choose. It's up to you, right? That is okay, I guess. And then a little manual that explains how to hook everything up, how to pair the controls and all that. All the information, it's just falling apart here, I guess. But yeah, we don't need to dwell on any of that. We're just gonna test it out real quick. But in this pack is also some artwork. Oh crap. I think all the little buttonhole things popped out. There's like a bunch of them, like from all the little overlays. So yeah, that's what these things are. They're overlays. Kinda strange. Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, I mean, interesting. Final Fight, you got some ham right there. Little flash game looking backdrop. I don't like these, to be honest with you. I don't like these at all. Space Invaders. Burger Time. Look at that. What kind of burger is that? Great. I don't know. Some people might dig these. I'm just being honest. I don't. Ho, Ryuken. What? Street Fighter 2. You take your pick. Like, okay, this Centipede one doesn't look bad. There you go. Marvel Superheroes. This one looks jank like a mofo. I don't like this one at all. I don't like most of these. Paku Paku. What is this? Well, you got these weird ass overlays. Galaga. I don't like that. I love Galaga and I don't like that. But yeah, you could swap the overlays out. If you don't want the overlay, you could just take this thing off and now it's just a white board. You can customize it, whatever you want. I don't really care for these overlays, like I said, but some people might, but I just wanted to show those real quick. So, in order to get things going, we have the USBs plugged in and plugged into the Switch. It's pretty simple here. The first two buttons are just like a sync button to make sure, like, player 1 is synced, player 2 is synced. This is the power button if you have this connected to an Arcade1UP, and this is the volume. Pretty simple. And then this is, what is this? Minus and plus on the ends there. And then this is going to be home, and this is capture. So home and capture. You can mark them if you want. Right? So we can go ahead and put the little dust cover shaft thingies on. I mean, they're not shafts, they're just dust covers. Now, let's test this out. Let's see how this feels. Because after tearing this thing apart, I mean, I didn't tear it apart. I tore it down a bit to take a look at the insides to see what we were, you know, dealing with. And yeah, you got the 2 encoders for both sides of the, you know, player 1, player 2. You have what looks to me to be somewhat decent Sanwa clone sticks. And then the buttons, you know, they don't feel too bad. Not the greatest, not the worst thing. They're definitely workable in my opinion, like a 7.5 out of 10 type of deal here as far as non-name brand buttons go. But yeah, everything on the inside as far as controls is interchangeable if you want to change things out. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get this thing tested out. I would have really liked if this was Bluetooth instead of having to plug it in. That's why I opened it, because I was kind of confused. I mean, I opened it because I wanted you guys to see the inside as well. But I was like, if this is for the Switch, like that would be cool if it was Bluetooth or if it had like 2.4 gigahertz dongle action to be wireless. Because if you're not going to use this in like an Arcade1UP, I mean, do you want to be tethered to the Switch? I mean, it is what it is. It would have been nice if this had a wireless option. Maybe they'll make another one. I don't know. But let's go ahead and jump into a game real quick. Let me zoom up slightly. Okay, let's go ahead and test out the button stick, see how this feels. Can I do some Hadoukis, some dragon punches, hurricane kicks, that kind of thing? I mean, the other 2 panels that I tested from them, I think the components are the same as far as buttons and sticks, and they're okay. They're decent. So let's see how this works. Can I... That's my one problem with this, is if I'm going to use this as a standalone stick, it does slide around a bit because there's no feet underneath. It's just, you know, plastic. But easy enough to just put some rubber feet on the bottom. I mean, the stick responds well. The buttons are feeling good. Can't complain too much as far as how it feels. But would I want to use this as a standalone arcade stick for the Switch? Myself personally, though I think this is decent quality, I probably wouldn't, just because I don't like the stick being so close to the buttons. Like if this whole panel was one stick, one player, I'd be cool with that, having a little bit more room. But if you want to play 2 players standalone like this, be right on top of each other, smelling each other's pits, sweating on each other, especially in this weather. It's freaking hot right now. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, it's for me, the form factor, it's too small. But if you're into like the Arcade1UP, like if I had an Arcade1UP machine, especially, you know, one I wasn't using, I would definitely be interested in modifying the system to use the Switch and popping this in there. The quality is decent. I mean, I think it's okay for what the price is. I believe this is going for $130 on Amazon, somewhere around there. And I think that's reasonable. It's all subjective. I could say this is $10 and people will say, oh, that's too much. Everybody's got, you know, their price point on what they think something's worth. Leave that up to you. I just think it's reasonable. If I had an Arcade1UP machine, I would be interested in buying one of these if it was a machine I wasn't using for anything. It's just, you know, as far as standalone, I think everything's too close for me. If you're into those 1UP machines and you're already accustomed to that, this might be pretty cool. I think it's a neat device. I mean, I think these guys are doing some interesting things out there. Can't wait to see what else they got in store. I know we've done a few videos on some of their upcoming products, that Game Boy Advance HD console that actually uses a real Game Boy Advance. That was kind of cool. Waiting on a new version of that to test out. But yeah, if you're interested in this, link will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace out. Bye-bye. Big ass thumb button in your face. Like blurry like a Bigfoot. Bye-bye and boom. Bye.